He killed 5 women in the dark corners of London. He vanished into the night like a ghost. But here's the twist. The most disturbing parts of the story were never made public. Until now. In 1888, the East End of London lived in fear. A mysterious killer stalked the streets of Whitechapel, murdering with surgical precision, and leaving no trace. The police never caught him. The press gave him a name, Jack the Ripper. Over a century later, the case remains unsolved. But what if the most chilling facts were kept hidden all this time? Let's uncover the 5 facts about Jack the Ripper that you were never told. Fact 1. A killer's game or a media hoax? What over 200 letters were sent claiming to be from the Ripper? Why to mock police, terrify the public, or sell newspapers? When letters started arriving just days after the murders began, where most were sent to the Central News Agency in London, who signed by Jack the Ripper or anonymous authors. How with chilling detail, one letter even included half a kidney. One letter read, "Catch me when you can." Another ended with, "Yours truly, Jack the Ripper." But here's the twist. Many believe these letters were hoaxes, written by journalists to sell papers. Still, one envelope came with a human organ inside. Was the Ripper truly writing? Or was someone else feeding the fear? Fact 2. He removed organs with surgical precision. What victims weren't just killed, they were dissected. Why experts believe the killer had anatomical training. When the murders happened between August and November 1888, were narrow alleys of Whitechapel in total darkness. Who the killer showed medical knowledge far beyond the average person. How uteruses, kidneys, and even faces were removed, quickly and cleanly. Dr. Thomas Bond, a police surgeon, claimed the killer worked like a doctor. One victim had her kidney taken out in under 15 minutes, in the dark. Was Jack a doctor, a butcher, or something worse? Woman's hat. Fact 3. Jack the Ripper might have been a woman. What a theory suggests the killer was not a man at all. Why a female suspect could blend in, even covered in blood, when midwives were active in the area and worked odd hours. Where she could walk Whitechapel streets without suspicion. Who some point to Mary Piercy, a convicted killer. How she would have had medical tools, access, and trust. Women were never considered serious suspects. But imagine this. Someone who could walk unnoticed after a murder, bloody apron and all. A midwife, a nurse, a woman hiding in plain sight. What if Jack the Ripper was Jill the Ripper? Fact 4. A royal family cover-up? What a theory ties the killings to Prince Albert Victor. Why to cover up a royal scandal involving a working-class woman, when the murders coincided with his rumored affair? Where victims may have been witnesses to the secret. Who the Freemasons, the monarchy, and even Scotland Yard. How each victim killed methodically, silenced forever. A secret child. A royal disgrace. A conspiracy that goes all the way to Queen Victoria's family. Books, films, and even ex-cops believe the killer wasn't just protected. He was untouchable. Fact 5. DNA solved it in 2014, or did it? What a shawl allegedly from a murder scene was tested. Why to finally name the killer using modern forensics? When in 2014, over 125 years after the crimes, where the DNA test pointed to Aaron Kosminski, a known suspect. Who Kosminski was a Polish barber with mental illness. How mitochondrial DNA matched his descendants. The case was suddenly declared closed, but experts pushed back. The shawl's chain of custody was sketchy. The DNA test? Inconclusive and possibly contaminated. Kosminski may have been the killer, or he may have just been a name added to the myth. 5 victims, 1 killer, no face, no name, no justice. Over 130 years later, Jack the Ripper still haunts crime history. Not just for what he did, but for what we'll never fully know. Was he a doctor, a woman, a royal, or something that slipped between all those cracks? Let us know which fact shocked you the most in the comments. And if you're still curious, this was just the beginning.